Hello, friends, viewers around the world. This is it. Nostalgia. Nostalgia edition 1919. Nostalgia is me, Mac Godwin, MassiveMac, and Dr. Osita. That's how we look back at legends, we look back at creative minds that have made great inputs on Earth. And today we're doing Nostalgia 19. Dr. Sita, Dr. Sita. And you are looking good. You
Glad to
you
be
are
here.
you're on the nostalgic dress code. You know,
Glad to be here, sir.
it's good
Glad
to
to
have
be
you.
here.
Dr. Sita, you're welcome. Dr. Sita, it's moving so fast. Now we're doing our 19th edition. And
Whoa,
yes,
whoa.
yes. Each edition has three great legends, goats, and you call them goats. Best of all time, greatest of all time, legends and divas, creative minds, whatever we call them, they deserve those titles. Now, today, Dr. Sita, we're still looking at more of them in West of Africa. The West of Africa has lots and lots of men and women with musical creativity, genius. Today, Dr. Sita, we're coming to the West of Africa, and there's somewhere in West of Africa, Cameroon. Dr. Sita, Cameroon. There in Cameroon is a man called Mani. Mani Dibango.
Manu
Mani
Dibango, Emmanuel.
Dibango. Yes, Emmanuel.
Manu Dibango.
Emmanuel
Yes,
Dibango. Emmanuel N'Djoké. Manu Dibango. Manu Dibango,
yes.
Dr. Sita, is our man, our man for today. Let's see a glimpse of him. And that's Manu Dibango, born 12th of December 1933, sadly passed on in 24th of March 2020. A Cameroonian musician, a songwriter who played saxophone, the vibraphone, and all the phones, all the great instruments. He developed a musical style that infuses jazz, funk, traditional Cameroonian music into good sound. His father was a member of an ethnic group back in the days, and the mother also. So it's a family. It's a musical family. The mother, a woman from Douala, that's a tribe in Cameroon. Best known for the hit song Mamasel Soul Makossa. Soul Makossa was the song everybody was copying, everybody was using a pitch of it in their tone. Soul Makossa. Sadly, our man Manu Dibango died March of 2020 from COVID complications. So Manu Dibango, from Cameroon, Douala, and the mother and the father were music people. The mother was a fashion designer running her small business, and the father was in a group back then. And the music thing came in. He's been said to have so much skill. Manu Dibango was educated in his village school back then. Went to normally the most parts of France are French speaking. So Manu Dibango also had the French influences. Um, at a very tender age, he attended the French school where he learned to play piano and took it further, went on to make music with different groups. Dr. Sita, Manu Dibango,
Yes,
Manu
sir.
Dibango, tell me something. I can't say all of it. You have more of it.
Yeah, Manu was an artist to the core. He was a creative artist. He was a
Yes.
painter. Really, he was a painter and a draftsman. This is a guy who could produce anything from anything, and that included music. And he was beautiful in drama too. He was a stage guy. Manu spoke beautiful French, self-taught, but music was his vehicle. and he played the horn. The guy. Okay, you see, what we called him then was what we called Hugh Masekela in the South.
South.
Manu was our Hugh Masekela in West Africa.
Manu
Because even though,
in West Africa. Let's listen to this jam. This is one of the main tracks that got him on. Man.
Mama ko mama sa mako makosa mama ko mama sa mako makosa mama ko mama sa mako makosa mama ko mama sa mama makosa. Mosoma. Tanga diwo ombu satanga ne usama kosa. Anumuna sisi au ya sama kosa. Amuna yeye, koma, sama kosa. Tanga, umbusa tanga, ne sama kosa.
So, Dr. Sita, that's...
Yeah, now, from that music...
Yes.
From that music, from what's going on now, you will know that Manu had a Congolese influence.
Okay.
Had a serious Congolese influence because there was this rumba group, the African jazz. Yes, they gave opportunities for many musical legends from Africa to collaborate with them, including our own fella and Nicolas Kokuti.
Okay.
So when you hear the instruments that will come out of Manu Dibango's music, just listen very well. You see that it's the same hard instrument that comes out of Fela Kuti's music. Real players doing their thing.
That song Soul Makosa was sampled by so many artists. It started with Kool and the Gang using it, Michael Jackson, and
that is because of the influence, because they believed in either the best. Took time, to come together, and produce real good music. And then nobody sidetracked them. Anywhere they went to was beautiful African jazz out of Africa, and they had so much confidence. Now,
Manu Dibango. Yes. Now also, the man was heavy. The man was heavy even in international scene. The story is the Soul Makosa, Michael using it. Michael paid a big sum royalty money to him. But you see, Michael played the fast one. I think Rihanna rather paid Michael for using that same song instead of paying directly to Manu Dibango. Michael has a way of making taking catalogs and making so yeah, that's the controversy in the song. Rihanna and because Rihanna used it, that the young girl Rihanna, you know, so Makosa, Mama say, Makosa, Mama say, you know. So
Yeah.
for everybody to want to sample that phrase, Dr. Sita, what do you think? Because I know so Makosa means to dance. It's a Douala
Yes.
language for dance. Now, what's
Yes.
particular about everybody sampling that
Because the man was global. This was the man that played with Herbie Hancock. He played with Lady Smith Black Mambazo. He played with King Sonny Ade. He played with Don Cherry. You know, this was a man who got the chant out. You know, this is somebody you like to deal with. He had a UK presence that was everything. That was everything. At the 16th Annual Grammy Award in 1974, he was nominated in one of the categories, Best R&B Instrumental Performance. Can you imagine? Manu Dibango was everything. You know, Cameroon came to, as a matter of fact, this is very, very serious. Cameroon came to the limelight. He brought Cameroon to the map of the world through his music. And I'm not kidding. Because Soul Makosa was almost everything. You know, it was the background for everything. Dance, songs, instruments. You know, Manu Dibango, look at, you know, if you look at his face, you see some seriousness in it because he didn't play with his craft. The man had everything, had everything. Just that, like you said, COVID-19 took him away from us because he was to retire to come back home, you know, come back to Douala and just rest. He become a tourist attraction for African musicians because many of them were going to pay him homage. Manu Dibango was just it. He was a beautiful man, beautiful great
yes,
man.
And we're doing our beats here now, Dr. Sita, because
Absolutely.
One thing Africa don't do much is appreciate this creative mind that paved the way for us, and even appreciate them even when they are alive. You know, we don't have to wait till they die before we make them know that they added to our existence.
Yeah.
You know, our essence, the essence of who we are, started from them.
Absolutely.
Yes. So thank you very much. So that's Manu Dibango, Emmanuel N'Djoké, Emmanuel called Manu Dibango from Cameroon, west of Africa.
Yes.
And
yes,
that was a man. Saxophonist, great musician. Good,
beautiful man, yes.
Yes. So Dr. Sita, we're going further. Dr. Sita, we're looking into the African art. We have lots of them. Now, one thing we're doing here, Dr. Sita, that I must say to our audience, we have quite some number of people listening and watching us now. Yes, there are about 25 people now. So one thing we must say is we are looking into creativity. We are not bothered about what they could have had as side effects or problems, but we're looking at their craft, the input, this beautiful thing they did and made something for us to enjoy, something for us to follow up with. And now we're not relegated to the section. We're looking at all the sections, all genre of music, hip hop, African music, jazz, hip hop, R&B, Ghana, African native songs, everything. Yes, Dr. Sita. So right in Ghana, also still there in West Africa, it's a group, it's a musical group that was formed in the early 70s. And that's a group called Wulomei. Did I pronounce it well, Dr. Sita?
Yes, Wulomei.
Yeah, yes. Wulomei. They were. It's a group of artists. Wulomei, right there in Ghana, west of Africa, is a group Wulomei, and it's a group actually. Wulomei have all. It comprises of a group of people. They wrote their song. They performed their songs. It had some old school art before. They were just a group of women, men that were very creative. Dr. Sita, Wulomei, what do you know about this group of people.
It became the Wulomei. They were the building block for Ghana music.
Okay.
E.T. Mensah, Tubman Stars,
So, yeah,
Workers
yes.
Brigade, Highlife. Yes, but the issue was that they knew what the people needed at that time, at that particular time. Ghana was, the Cape Coast that had everything about slave trade in their hands. From the
Everything
point
about
of no return to everything else. So they played traditional Ghanaian music to suit the people and heal them. Because by the time, when Nigeria was finishing with their war in 1970, Wulomei had made many successful trips to Europe. So while we were nursing our wounds from war, they were making real progress. But the beauty of it was that even Nigerians who saw the power of the band joined them. And in joining them, their leader, Nii Tei Ashitey, was the person who created the promise for African culture to be translated into music and dance. Because he was self-taught, but he knew where he was going. He was self-taught, and all the instruments they played, they mastered it in a way that they made music for the people and with the people. So the fact that maybe someday we'll talk about some Senegalese who played like them, but the fact that they were just next door to Nigeria also brought that influence, onto the country Nigeria. But hey, Liberia was there too. The Ga-speaking people from Liberia were there, because there is Ga, and then there's Ga in Ghana too. They spoke Twi.
Yes.
They spoke Twi and they spoke Fante. They were just coming together, being able to create fun for the people. But what was most important was the legacy that they left behind, because their leader had a dream to make it continuous. But after some time, he got old. But as he was getting old, see what happened. His children decided that, Daddy, you've done so well. Let's continue from where you stopped, And then that's how the second coming. Yeah, the second coming came, and then it was amazing. Amazing. But they're still there. Their artifacts are everywhere in almost every known museum in the world, because that was from where the culture of the people, of the Ghanaian people came to the fore.
Let's sit back and listen to this
please,
jam.
Please, I can't wait.
Because I like what you're saying. Yes.
Yes, sir. Now, if you listen very well, you'll see that traditional music from Ghana is divided, geographically, between the open and vast savanna country of northern Ghana those are the good people and the Mande people. But also they have the Kwa language. You see, the combination of Ghanaian music, unlike Nigerian, is that they can all come together in one ensemble and sing their culture in one ensemble. Unlike with Nigerians who speak just Yoruba music, the Igbo high life man will play Igbo high life. But these people knew what they were doing. They come just together and produce good music. The northern musical traditions, belong to the wider Sahelian musical people, because the melodic compositions of these string people, they played, the instruments that includes, the fiddle, if you remember, and then the goje.
Yes.
When Nigerians started copying those instruments, it became something that gave us highlife music, but it was traditionally the Ghanaian thing. And then there was this thing, the bass drum they call Brigade. These people they call Brigade in Abuja now.
Yes.
Those are where the traditions came from. But what happened was that Ghanaians believed that music could be work. You understand what I'm saying? That music was not just pastime; it was work. So they prepared for it, to do it, and they enjoyed doing it. And when they go on tour, it's like a family tour, no matter where you come from. Because they projected Ghanaian culture,
Let's take one more track from them, because what you're saying is getting
okay.
It's nice.
What you just listened to was the original High Life.
That's what I want to say.
Remember that this was the first ever steps in High Life music. And if you saw their bare body, they were communicating. They were communicating freedom, because the music of the Gold Coast, the music of the Gold Coast was associated with social functions, and it relied so much on their multiple rhythm patterns. You had the drums and the bell. So, what we have in Africa is huge, and what we have in West Africa is fantastic. It's amazing, because every culture had the rules of engagement, and they were just there, showing how rich we are. Ghana, Ghanaian drums, Ghanaian music, Ghanaian lyrics were just there.
Wow.
Freedom came, by believing the fact that we are free from those slavery.
We are free. But Dr. Osita, let me also say that the truth of the matter is a lot of the present day Nigerian music, from the stories I know growing up also in the early 70s, is that many of these our Nigerian musicians learned the skill, the high life music, and some of these instrumental skill also from Ghana. They went to Ghana, toured under various years, and brought it back home, modified it, redefined it, So let's put that out, that Ghana music industry has been one entry point to what we have today, And the Ghanaian music is really rich, like you said. You know, like the one we just had now. It's I can feel the vibration, that high life, the real raw high life beats.
And you know the truth. There are some joints in Accra where you can still find them play. They are still there playing. So if you go to Accra and you want
some collection of E.T. Mensah.
Very good.
Yes. Thank you very much, Dr. Sita. Dr. Sita, today you're taking it more in the academic side, you know, bringing it to more. Yes. Beautiful.
Wow. Well, yes, music communication is it's my side. I have been a music journalist for.
So N.O.S.T.A.L.G.I.A called you in. N.O.S.T.A.L.G.I.A is destiny calling you into that your space again, you know, and a lot of things.
And I'm grateful. I'm happy. Thank you so much. I'm happy.
A lot of things will come. So we're looking into N.O.S.T.A.L.G.I.A 19th edition, Dr. Sita. We want to go further. Still there in West Africa, Gambia. There's a beautiful country called Gambia. You know, Africa is full of beauty, rich culture, wonderful traditions, wonderful people, and gifted people too, musically gifted, you know. So right there in the Gambia is Foday, Musa, Suso. Is that correct?
Whoa, Foday. Yeah, my man Foday. Amazing
Musa,
guy.
Yes, Dr. Sita.
Yeah.
Amazing guy. Foday is another our guy. Yes, and he's there. From there, he was born on December 1953, and from the Upper River Division of Gambia. He's a composer, a musician, and a member of a former group, one musical group back in the days, the Groats. They were a bunch of musical people, historians, and all that. Now, Foday is. I think he's coming from the lineage of this music, this instrument. You know, this instrument was invented by this group of people, and he comes in that bloodline. His childhood is filled with that choral music style, and he's been playing this choral thing for a long time because the father, as the history goes, was also a choral player. So Foday, Musa, Suso. Well, Dr. Sita, what do you have for our man? What was there for Foday?
He's my Mandinka man. when you go to the Gambia and they tell you that this man is Mandinka, it's like saying this man is an Igbo man in Nigeria. They are strong. Yes, they are strong, deep rooted, very, very expressive people. Very expressive, and most of them are griots. You know, they are like Michael Jara. You know, they are storytellers.
Now let's hear that thing. Let's hear this.
Please go.
Great.
Go.
Malola ngana joka ulindi jala lola suku kitabu kandima tukarala mutanye bulufulola timpombo itali santo nema joka la mutola santo balal nambendo tantanya litalo kuntu kumoto membae ke ulun salong nema joka la mutola santo balal nambendo yaliko mambilari sedi lota farasola kuntu sumambalo nema joka la mutola santo balal nambendo faraso ye kuntolo boro e kolele borlali sinuli mankanyang nema joka la mutola santo balal nambendo asonga so kurti bueti banko e sawun ko tubanding nema joka la mutola santo balal nambendo sene kunko mengi Nema joka la mtola sato balanya bendo. Kurfala sifanta yele mo fela sida sene sida karamo ya made. Nema joka la mtola sato balanya bendo. Sono sinkumba kurunto sene sida karamo ya ma. Nema joka la mtola sato balanya.
Dr. Shita,
Yes,
I
sir.
once went to an event, a Gambian event, and I took my time. While there at the event, I wasn't interested in the food or anything. It was this choral instrument they play. I took my time to study this, and I wondered. I was saying to myself, I mean, Africans are genius. Somebody could
Oh,
sit
yeah.
there and create this instrument and make music out of it. That's not ordinary.
And these guys, these mandigos, they are griots. They are a moving library of African story. I mean, you can imagine how somebody can store African history in his brain and will tell it to you as if he's reading a book. It's the magic of the people. The magic of they brought history and entertainment together, like edutainment. They educate you, they entertain you, and you can never be the same again. These guys are, like you said, they are geniuses. They are just there making things happen for the continent. And before you know it, people are saying no, they stuck to their guns. Today they're still playing. And they have formed what they call the Griot Society in the United States. They have one stronger, I think it's in Chicago or in Atlanta, I can't remember now. So you see that they're already forming pilgrimages, with their art. You go visit with them to learn what they do. Yes, they have become pilgrims, and they become tourist attention now. This is what we have.
Lecturing people on
Tell them about Africa, about their music, about their culture, about their food, about their dress styles, about the fabrics of the people. That is what they do. So with music, they have created a new vehicle for learning, for ultimate learning. Yes.
Let's listen to
please,
Musa.
Please, Foday, Suso.
Come on, Sane. Dunia tenyana la come on, Sane. La wonin dunkundamba. Ali malon joka jali heriya kamampa. Dunia teri wuluda sene dulale wale mbula joka lala. Tamala benka beje. Sanji muante besiring Amerika omanyi nandi joka satarola. Tamala benka beje. Telefone Suso bena kumala joka musene la jatolle tati. Tamala benka beje. Joka musene la jatolle tati junkun tambani kamansane. Tamala wanje beru wanje baru joka sabirole yankarandi. Tamala benka beje. Ntoto fili landun temurula koma fanike usinali tarindibi. Tamala benka beje. Tilibola sama finda jio boyda senekela jadoli jisolata. Tamala benka beje. Senekela jadoli nata dangala bayela dabolle tola. Tamala benka beje. Doli kwela daboto sunkalan kini kandi mondo babila. Tamala doli kwela daboto konni keba kumbondi balinkono. Tamala benka beje. Doli kwela daboto kulanjang bate mabambadi tola. Tamala benka beje. Waye doli kwela daboto furu.
You know what? N.O.S.T.A.L.G.I.A soon. What we're going to make some strong arrangement structure.
Massive.
Yeah.
This was the song that he played, and Paul Simon said to him, "I don't know what you're saying, but I know your message is to the world."
Oh.
You don't understand what the man is saying, but you're mesmerized by his music, and it hits you that that this music is for the whole world.
Yes,
This message for the whole world.
Yes,
Paul Simon loves for this so much. Paul Simon.
That's
Okay,
exactly what I was going to say. I was going to say that I don't know what he's saying, but it hits me. So there's something about
Yes.
music that touches.
Yes, Philip Glass, Bill Laswell, all the top American music icons. Once they sit with Foday, he's telling them whatever he's saying to them, and you know what? They all listen and they nod their head because they love him. They love him.
They love him. They love him. Foday, Musa, Suso. Now, Dr. Osita,
Yes, sir.
Even though some people might not understand all this, because most times the youth, the young people nowadays, they can only relate with what they understand. You know, they don't understand. They don't know the other music genre. They are used to their Afrobeat and the Afro hip hop, and they want to stick with that. But the truth of the matter is, all of this creativity, all of this legend added to what we have today. You know, a bit of this, a bit of this, a bit of that, a bit of this. Everybody, all these symbols and sounds and tones and rhythms and everything makes up what Burna Boy is doing, what Wizkid is doing,
absolutely,
Davido is doing. You know, so
absolutely.
They should understand.
Now,
go ahead, doctor. Go ahead.
Okay, this instrument kora was made 400 years ago, over 400 years ago. But today there is an electrified version of it that plays exactly like a lead guitar. That is the kind of change that they are bringing. They're not laid back.
They're not laid back.
If you go to a full scale Gambian show, okay, say you arrive Canifin, for instance, you arrive the Gambia, you pass through Canifin to Banjul, you will get signs of the difference in that kind of music. Because by the roadside, by the music stores, you will hear kora play. And different types of kora play now, electrified kora, traditional kora. But the thing is that it's still the original instrument made over 400 years ago. 400 years ago.
There's a young lady in Germany. I think she's half Gambian, half German.
Okay, beautiful.
She plays the kora, and I tell you, she packs up the stadium with white people.
Yeah.
Now, and they just come there. They don't understand the words she's saying, but they really to them.
You don't need to, because the music is mesmerizing. It gives you everything you're looking for. It's just amazing. You remember the 1984 Olympics? Kora played now. The instrument played, and people were standing and jumping. Come on now, come on. Amazing, man.
Nice.
Amazing.
Osita, we've looked at these great people. We need to see something again from the very first guy, our man, Manu Dibango. Manu Dibango on stage used to electrify the whole place, and there's a stage, there's a song I enjoy watching. Let's see this before we go. Let's see from Manu.
Okay.
On this note, Dr. Osita, on this note, we bring our Nostalgia, the 19th edition, to a close. We just looked at beautiful, creative, great men, group of people.
Did you hear that? Jilaponina, Jilaponina.
That's the song. That's one of my favorites.
This is it.
Manu.
You saved the best for the last. Come on,
yes, that's my favorite.
The best for the last. Thank you.
That's my
oh
favorite.
my goodness.
That's
my number one, man.
yes. Thank you, Dr. Osita. Dr. Osita, Nostalgia 19th. We looked into Manu Dibango, Wulomei, Foday, Musa, Suso, and more to come. More to come. Right there in the heart of Africa. Our creativity.
Yes, sir.
Creators, legends, and divas, women and men that use their skill to entertain us, educate us, and keep on this great thing called humanity. You know, Dr. Osita, what do you have to say? What do you have to say?
This is the life the world is looking for. We rode the camel before. We rode Volkswagen, we rode Peugeot, we rode Mercedes. We are going back to the camel again. That's what nostalgia is all about. Go back to the beginning. Beautiful beginnings. Thank you so much.
Wow.
Thank you.
Dr. Osita, my hands are up. Thank you.
Sir.
Till we come again next week. Bye-bye.
Thank you.